give it 1 minute. It'll kick off. Base head the pivot. I'll explain everything in a minute. We got 25 peeps in here. Listen, as soon as this air compressor gets off, I'll let you all know what's going on. Look at the swag today. Look at the drip. Look at the drip. Drip and Jordies. I screamed and that went off. Now I'm kind of embarrassed. 25 people in here. What's up? It's the 12 people in here. What's up? It's the Blainster. MiniTrucker88 coming at you. Tonight, finally, we are going to be pinning some doors. We have our airy saw set up. We got some glue set up. We got some dowels going on. We got some rings going on. We have an idea of what's going on. But as you guys can see, you're elevated today. I'm going to see something. And hopefully you guys can see the panel more. We're going to end up cutting some things out on the speaker grill. First thing to go. It's plastic. It's molded in. We're going to cut it because obviously you see the 90 on that. It raises it up too much. And we're going to kind of stay even with this. We're actually going to cut this pocket out right here. You got us high today. You know it. See? Now watch what I do. See, I raised you guys up. Now watch this. Bow. Now you guys can probably see a little bit better. Whoop, that's probably too much. A little bit better, right? So when I'm doing things, you guys will be able to see. Is that good? You know what I mean? Bam, see? So just let me see real quick so you guys can see. So yes, because I'll be down here a lot today. Am I cockeyed? I'm cockeyed, ain't I? Hold on. I'm figuring this stuff out here. Let me lower this a little bit. Whoopsies. Oh man. Quentin Tarantino, I am not. It seems like something's off here. Maybe it's just me. It's probably just me. Alright, let's make sure we're all set up here. Alright. Let me head back here some. Whoopsies. What's really going on in Inwood? Alright. Soccer lover. Just chill for a minute. 1 second. Who the hell likes soccer anyways? You gotta run and all that stuff. Let's, oh, of course, your boy decided to do laundry just as I go on. All right. Oh, hopefully that'll be off. It seems like I'm all messed up. I'm totally sideways here. I gotta fix something. You guys bear with me for 1 minute. Just bear with the Blainster. Let's move our genuine table back real quick. I got to adjust this because it's bothering me. Something is not right. There's Seems a little better. Maybe not. I don't know. You know what? I think we're gonna go with it. You guys can see, right? Let's get some thumbs in. Turn it sideways. You think that'll help? But the thing is, when I turn it sideways, it says something about, hold on. Watch. Whoopsies. Whoops. Now, it says orientation is locked, rotate device back. But can you guys see that normal? See, I can't see none of you guys. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Anyways, you guys probably don't want to look at me. What's that say? It's sideways now. See, that's what I told you. It's bad, right? Is that bad or good for you? I don't understand. Nothing's locking in. There we go. Yeah, see, turn it back. So who was the numbskull? All right, I got your name. Messing up with my production here. Yo. Okay, there's that. That clicked in. All right, listen, if you hit those, like if you hit on the screen and then on the bottom, the bottom right of your screen, there's that like little square. If you hit it, it should become full screen for you. Stuart, halftime, so I have time to watch. Rotary! All right, let's get busy. I can't talk to you guys. All right, I got to unplug that, and I got to get my hot glue plugged in. Got to do that. Let me make sure that this is done now. Oh, it isn't. We're actually going to have to wait. So I guess while that's doing what it's doing, of course, time. Let's move you guys over some. Blessings. There we go. Alright, we ain't got time for any of this. But we do have time for base head mechanic, you in here, brother? Alright. Cool, cool. Worst day of my life. Hold on. Time to make more noise. Story of the Waster's life. Story of my life. I'm gonna save you guys. Unmuted. Oopsies. Turn around. Need more cowbell, blade. Mike, the loud guy, Mr. Flat Earther, my boy. Listen, I'm gonna have to cut this a little bit more. Don't want to keep this on the same run. I don't want our things to protrude from here, because eventually this is what we're gonna look like. Something just like that for him. You know, we'll measure all of this, we'll take our measurements, and we'll mark everything. But I can already tell that this needs to get cut down. I was just looking on the inside here. I still have things that I can get to, because it's going to go right to this edge right here, which clears away. Oh no, don't mind me right now. I'm just rambling on getting what needs to happen. So what I am going to do, let's see if I have it. I do. So watch what I do. I'm going to flip this over. And this should be, boom, what I want to take off and be in the center, because as you can see, what I just did was flip this over the recess side. All right. So therefore, where I just cut fits inside, and I traced alongside. So if you look, when I put this in, where I'm going to cut is going to break half of the way of the full ring, and then I'll be able to set my dowels on the back side here. So when we go to pull, we have something to put them to. All right, let's start this. much better. I just want to see what's going on. Right now I'm just looking to see if I want to take traumatic sounds. The only traumatic sound out here right now is that goddamn compressor. Why do we only have like one person in here? What did I do? There it is. Alright. Holy. That's like the worst. For real, for real. For real, for real, for real. Oh. Hope everybody had a good Tuesday. Tuesday. Alright, let's get our glue. I already did the video about like what we need and stuff, so if you haven't seen that, go catch up. But I know Basehead Mechanic, he's called me up 36 times and he's like, how come my goddamn doors ain't done? Alright, eventually we're just gonna tape off this area, at least with a couple of rows. I could actually do that now. Let me get a couple little alcohol-y wipies. I know I got some. Plus I have a bottle over there, but yeah. This right here is, these are gonna fucking fly. These aren't too difficult. Oh, nice and wet ski. Let's just doing this so our tape will stick, getting any kind of residue. Now our genuine contraption that we used yesterday, about the call. Okay, God, no, you weren't calling, man. If anything, you avoid my calls. No, I'm just kidding there too. No, like I said, if you guys don't know, Basehead Mechanic, go check him out on TikTok. Homeboy, he gives you daily like knowledge, real life situations about customers and their vehicles and stuff. He gives you like a straight in your face, honest. There's no sugarcoating with the Basehead Mechanic. Let's just do one more. Good to see Rob in here, where Rob was in here. Stuart, halftime guy. Alright. I'm only just gonna, I know we're not gonna be really close to this, but hey Blaine, how come you're not using a microfiber cloth, to get all that alcohol and stuff? Well, because I don't feel like going upstairs and getting a microfiber cloth. And just look, that alcohol and stuff, just get some of the dirt off. Like I said, yesterday, that was only one like little clean, and we can still clean these up. I can still see that, and as I sit here and rub my oily hands on them. Fucking moron. All right, let me get my trash close by. That's like one of my worst things is that I decide to put everything around me. I like build a fucking cocoon around myself. All right. I usually don't use this stuff, but you are the base head mechanic and we're gonna get good lines. So let me get into my goods over here because I got something super damn, I got a lot of garbage, man. What the hell is it? Okay, maybe I don't have it. I know it's not too far, but now I gotta find it. Hey dude, what are you looking for? I'm looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna sit here and stress about it. It's not that big of a deal. I was just gonna, what do you guys think of the drip? That should sit pretty good. Oh yeah. We're just gonna go right along that line. Just so, it's just a little reassurance that no markings or anything are gonna go above that. I'll bring you guys around here in a minute and show you what I did. I didn't do anything special. I put tape on a panel. That's how you can tell if your panel is free from debris, is by if it sticks. And as you can see, what we did yesterday, look how good that sticks. All right, we're just gonna cover this little area because we don't want to do anything above it. Let me grab my trusty dusty. Ugh. Why am I still carrying these around? All right. All I'm doing is just push in the tape down in that crease. Boom. Just this little watch yourself. And it works. Okay. There. Now we're safe to work down here. So base head mechanic. Alrighty. Up there, that's gonna go like that. Now it's gonna go like that. And then your two tweets right in here. In this area. Or up like this. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Sorry it's upside down for you guys. But it doesn't even matter. I don't know. I'm not going to be very fun on this. We're just going to get this down some more. So it's flush. Tyler, you're in here, right? Give me a thumbs up. D. Sup, buddy? Yo, Ty, you're in here, right? Yo, he says, okay. You probably not going to remember. But I'm trying to figure out if we go to the outside of the pocket or if I should cut it and recess these some. Do you think that the 3/4 is going to be too much past this pocket? Or do I need to cut that pocket and recess these in some? All right, D, brother. He doesn't know. Listen, it's not that big of a deal. Because I can recess these inside. You know what I mean? I could actually make them to where like only about a 1/2 inch or so is past the outside of this. You know, cut this out, recess these in. Because I'm assuming that your back inner skin of your door is cut out. You know what I mean? The only reason I'm concerned about that is just for clearance. Because right now, on the outside to that, looking at about 3 1/4 inches. No, you don't have to. You don't have to measure. It's not a big deal. I just want to make sure that you have plenty of clearance, like behind the back of the panel. You know what I'm saying? Because as of right now, with your 6 1/2s in there, did you have to cut your skin in order to fit them in? Because I can start pinning these bastards. I can start doweling them up. I already know what I want to do. I already got the cardboard and stuff, and we're going to do some kind of template here for, we'll figure out like if we want to come up or if we just kind of want to take this over and down. We'll figure all that stuff out because it'll go ting, 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 ting. And that, trust me, you're going to like this. It's already in my head. Nah, I don't know what nah was. Oh, nah. You didn't cut out the back? Because if that's the case, I'm assuming whoever built those doors then probably just started right on the outside. Because if that's the case, yo, it's almost like just put in a couple things here. You know, I got to trim that down a little bit. Put a couple pins in here. Glue up in this biatch. You didn't cut the metal of the door. Okay. Okay. So therefore, that's telling me he built it out. That's what I needed to know. All right. Good deal. Let me take a little bit more of, you know what? Let me take a little bit more of this side right here. And we might be starting to cook with some oil here. All right. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Because once we get this first one done, once we get this first one done, the second one takes like 1/3 of the time because, I don't know, it's easy to mimic. So you see how I still missed some of this right here? I didn't cut all of it away yet, just because it's a lot easier to keep trimming than it is to say, shit, how am I going to plug that? So let's get going here. Let me plug this in. All right, I'll mute you guys here in a second, or mute you guy or girl. I don't even know who the fuck watches me anymore. There we go. Word up. Look at this drip. Look at this drip today, huh? I got my Josh Dailies on. All right. What? All right, let me just scope out a few things here. I'm gonna get on the same plane ski. Everything I do is by eye. It's just, it seems like it's easier for me. That's, goddamn, dude, that's pretty freaking close right there. My only question is right here, if I need to sink this down, if this 3/4 is gonna mess up your little switches. How often do you use your switches though? No, I'm just kidding, I want to make it right. Okay, let me check my picks real quick. Shit. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I guess I can. Hold on. Am I back on? Yes, she is. Yo, okay, I'm back on. Hey, those panels, that pic that you sent me, were those like something that he did out of wood? He traced it, did out of wood, and then kind of fiberglassed them on or screwed them on. Yes, she is home. She might be playing a game or something, I don't know. Because looking at these, I'm still below the handle. I'm recessed in from the handle. I just don't want to. My problem that I'm having is I don't want to go too far in because of, like you said, your clearance. I don't want to go too far in because with the depth, I don't know what's behind there, but yet I still want you to be able to use those. I think I'm going to recess these in a little bit. And are you opposed of trimming some of your metal? Okay, that's what he did do. I kind of figured that. Because listen, we're at the point right here to where if I put them like this, the way they are, and with the depth, this is, you won't have to cut your metal the way that they are right now. All right, and it is like recessed in from the handle. Let me see if you can see it this way. Yeah, you can. So hold on a second. Let me show you. Let me show you. And then you'll be able to see what I'm seeing. All right. Okay, hold on. Okay. See your handle? Let me get my coffee out of the way. Okay. There's your handle right here. All right. And see how those are recessed in from your handle? Obviously, they're not completely lined up, but you kind of get the idea of how far in they are. That looks pretty good. You see how they're not protruding past your handle, but they're still in. They're actually, if you remember when you had your doors, this pocket, You know what I mean? There was probably a good inch, inch and a half space between this and the side of your switches. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, we're only just going to build them up 3/4 of an inch. See? That far. I think that'll work too. You know what I mean? That's why I cut this one down. Don't worry about that. That's just kind of for reference right there. But see how it's like flush with that one now? And then we'll put this one in. See how I just kind of flush straight up? Whoopsies. Straight across. I'll make it better. But look. See, these are all pretty much dead on. So this right here is probably about an 1/8 or 1/4 inch. Probably a 1/4 inch. So we're looking at probably about an inch. Yeah, I'm thinking that'll work too. I'm not even lying. Because if you didn't cut your back of your skin, I'm going to assume that those 3.5s or those 6.5s that you have at least a 3-inch mounting depth. At least a 3-inch mounting depth. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So what I am going to do is we are going to start pinning these bad boys. We're going to start getting these ready. And then we're going to grab the other 3 and mirror it. So I have my hot glue. Shout out to Gorilla Glue glue sticks. Yeah, I'm 100% thinking that's going to work. Yeah. Especially after seeing those other pictures. Because you got to figure it was recessed in because he had it what looked to be either a 1/2 inch or a piece of 3/4. And then he did his dowels, and then he did his rings on top of that. And there was a good, I'm going to say, 1.5 inches, 2 inches to that. I'm confident with this. I think this is going to be it. So what I am going to do, though, is where it is right now, I'm just going to start tacking these together. I want to get, because I still have to cut our cardboard for right here for our tweets. Right here. Probably go at an angle or this way. We'll figure that out here in a minute. But as far as these, I want to make sure these are all lined up. And this has enough room to come down for this light. When I go to pin it and we shave it in, it'll be good. Which it's going to be. I'm happy with this. All right. So now, this is where just my eye comes into play. I want to make sure that that's pretty square, and I'm looking. I just throw in a couple little El Tacolas. This is just for me. This. Now just think, I just got to glue this one and that one, and we're done. All right? Shipping them to you. Just a dabarooski. Just a dabarooski. Okay, we'll fix that with our dowel. Now this one, come over, make sure that's about the same, on the same plane. Which it is, okay. Like I said, these are very slight little tacks. Okay. All right. This is like where I usually like to listen to tunes. So that's in. Now I guess you're in here still. I hope. I hope you are the one person in here watching right now. So I have a question. Okay. I might as well just listen to music if there ain't nobody in here. You're my solo guy. I appreciate it. What was I just saying? Oh. Do you want these to, like, when I stretch the fabric, do you want it just like across, or do you want me to staple into like some type of pattern? Do you know what I mean by that? Do you want me to staple these into like a pattern so it looks like custom, or do you want me just to bring out the fabric like to our edges so it's like flat? Do you understand what I mean by that? Well, you want to know what? I guess I could have said, yes, you can do it flat. Okay. Well, there was just so many in mind that, like the one where I had the whole bunch are just my 312s because I did them different. And I guess, do you want to keep this reflector? Because if you don't want to keep this reflector, we have enough space to make these 8s go straight across in a line. Or if you want to keep that reflector in light, you know, that's why I have it jacked up this way a little bit. So do you want to keep that? Because if not, we can go right over it like it never even existed. But there was a plug and a light for it, so I don't know if that would mess up anything for you. Oh, the 312s? That was like a whole separate piece. Go watch my video. But what I did with that was the 312s, and then if you see that white like line that kind of outlines it, that's actually this this twill tape fabric that I used, and to kind of cover up the seam, because I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. What did I? Oh, you don't need it. So would you rather have the 3/8 going straight across? Because these iron doors, you're gonna kind of get them the way you want them. You know, if you want an 8 up there, I know that you wanted with fucking 4/8s, but so if you want 3/8 straight across, we can do that, or we can just do the 2 on the same like plane, and then that 1 kicked up in the back. Yeah, bro. It's not about being easier. It's if you like it. If you like the 3/8 straight across, we can do that. If you want one of them kicked up to where you can use your light, we can do that. Your comments are taking a while because my channel's junk. I should jump over to TikTok. I'm actually kind of glad we're doing this on the fly. It's a lot easier. You know what? If you're not going to use that, let's just go straight across. Oh, so much better. All right. So much better. All right, that's, you know what? I already made that decision. And that's what we're going to do. All right. Is all I'm doing right now is just kind of filling in a couple of the gaps. It'll all be fiberglass. I'm just making sure that it doesn't move. Because now I'm going to take the other 3 rings and mimic this exact pattern by mirroring it. And I'll explain a little bit of that here in a second. I don't want to load it up too much. But I do want to load it up good enough to where it gives us a little peace of mind that these aren't going to move. Check something real quick. I don't care who you are or what you do. Nothing beats the eye. If that makes any kind of sense. All right, cool, fool. I'm here for a fucking hour in one person. Gotta be banned. It's gotta be. This is like the rough part about having buddies and stuff who encourage you to do things and then are never there. You know what? Thank you, base head mechanic, for being here. All right. So now what we're going to do, since we have exactly what we want to do, and so we know for a fact that it's going to be good, for the other side, you have to do something called mirroring it. All right? Your front becomes the back and your back becomes the front. What does that mean? You'll see. You never want to just put your flush mounts on top. All right? Like that, and do that. You ask why? Well, that's because you're making the same dimension. What you want to do is take them and flip them over. All right? Because your front's going to become the back and the back's going to become the front. So we want to make sure these are lined up. JR, I'm going to take a little El Dabsco of El Glusco. We're going to do that to this one. I'm going to make sure that this is lined up and that's lined up, which it is. I'm going to throw a little dab there, a little dab there. We're going to do the same one with this one. Yeah. A little dabarooski. Flip it, and reverse it. There's that. Let's hit it with a little dabarooski. Okay. Now. Oh, dude, I got this. Yeah. This is sweet. Now watch. And now it's all set. I just gotta flip it over real quick on the flat side. Hit that. Boom, together. Together forever with me. Okay. Now if you look, those are the same exact spacing, the same exact little arrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark front on this and back on this. So I know when I go to switch it over to the other panel, my front is now my back. It's hard to explain. I understand what's going on here. If you know what's up about mirroring things to objects, and you guys know what I just did, everything flat, good. All right, let me plug. I already have that in. So let's start getting a couple measurements for dowels. Let's get this. We're still going to need those for a minute. I already scuffed up a little bit of part of this bottom panel, so that's good news. I really miss my tunes. Why do I only have one person in here? And the other day there was like a million. Am I that boring? Am I that bad? All right, let me get a couple things cut here. 2 inches. I'm just over here. I'm just gonna take a dowel, give her a little 2-inch cut ski. I didn't like that piece. A little fiberglass on it, so we're gonna redo it. 2-inch. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing because I'm horrible right now. 2-inch, you'll see. Okay. I should just keep that over there. Let's just get it quick. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. So, let's measure up where she was. The first one, and do another one at 2. That's good that it's consistent all the way across. Then you know it's kind of, I hate to use the word flush, but that's what we're going to use, that word. Now all this is going to get cut out anyways. I'm just setting these up so when I pull the fleece, see how it doesn't move? I'm actually moving the whole table with that. So that just goes to show that it stiffens it right up. We will slide a little something right under these two bad boys too. Yeah, this is yeah, this is perfect. Trust me, you're gonna like this. This is gonna work out absolutely stellar. I want to put one back here, and we're looking at an inch 3/8. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Yo, I can say something though. Did you see how many views that first video got? It's insane. It had like 2,400 views in like. Yo, Braden, thank you, brother. I'm glad somebody's in here. Let's go to 3/8. Two. 3/8. seems like a lot, but it really isn't. Not for what's happening. Let me just nibble a little bit off that bad boy. Just one more. Inch and 5/8. Which way? Which way did I go in? There we go. There we go. That's pretty goddamn stiff. Alright, let me get some back here. I probably won't need a lot. 3 people in here, thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry about the furnace, man. It's fucking cold, man. It really is. But you know what? I guess I'm just thankful that we got heat, you know what I mean? Oil and shit is dumb expensive. And petroleum, you know. Alright, let's give you kind of an overview of what we got going on here. Oh yeah. Oh, this is what we're looking at right now. I know that middle one looks up. It's just, trust me, it's not. It's the way I'm holding. So that's where they're going to be, just like that. And then I'm thinking the tweaks and stuff, I'll incorporate. I got the cardboard and stuff. So here, let me show you this. They're all on the same plane. As you can see, your handle in the background, it's well below. Yeah, let me give you one of these views. So here's your handle, direct looking straight at you, and then I'll tilt it. So they're in there quite a bit, and if you're looking down at them, you can't see them. So and for the space, it's exactly 1 inch. 1 inch from the outside of that is what it protrudes out. 1 inch. Yep. So 1 inch. You know what? That's got to be plenty. Because I'll tell you, yo, traumatic sounds, brother. Is all I got to say is they're protruding 1 inch past this. So regardless, these are going to be, you're going to have plenty of room for your little buttons on the side. Because if these only protrude 1 inch, I'm sure the factory, there was more than 1 inch to do your things. Because 1 inch, you'd have to, there's probably about 2.5 inches to do your switches. Oh, Rob's here? That's right. That's traumatic sounds, isn't it? There. Since I got this, let me give you somewhat of an idea. People like to see. I know it's way too premature. I don't even have the tweeters cut in yet, but I just kind of want to show you. That may not be the best way to show you, but let me fold this under real quick. So you get a little bit of an idea. Not the whole kit and caboodle, but you see how we can make. You see how that comes. You probably can't see as well as I can right now. You see how it just kind of. You like that, or do you want to go right up to here and have them flat to where you can just cover this any way you want? If we go down here, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Because I could pin them and make like ding, 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 ding. You know, have it come in super tight like this to where they almost look, but I don't like doing those. I'm saying we're going to stay out here like on a nice even keel line. Like I said, this is just for me. All right. So now what I have to do, we're not going to fleece these yet. What seems like a lot, coming in and pinning them like this instead of just kind of coming straight across. Is that what you're talking about? Can I blow darts on this one? I think I can. It's not so much a lot. It's just when it goes to do the wrap on them, you know, it's a lot harder, you know, because when you go down at hard angles with a wrap to get it to stick and then you stretch it over, it's going to pull away. And not only that, you got to really remember, you're down in Florida without hot sun, and in your car, it's going to get hot, and that glue is going to become really warm and not adhere as well. You know, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, which is good because this still comes up just a little bit. All right, so good. Now, I'm just going to do the other three for now. I did not go out and get my tweet yet, but I definitely need to get that so we can probably put them like right in here. Maybe angle them like this or straight. We'll figure that out. All right, let's get the other one in here. All right, boom. You have an idea. You have the idea. Let's get rid of this. We're going to flip over our thing, get it down to where it's level, and since we already mocked up the other one, yeah, Florida problem. It is. It's super, super hard when you wrap things in Florida and the glue, because it gets so hot in your car, it just kind of pulls apart. You know, I don't care what type of industrial glue that you use, fabric glue, whatever. You know, it's just science that heat causes glue to warm up and separate. So we're going to grab those other ones. I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to blow a dart real quick. Got 3 people in here. Thank you for paying attention, I guess. Been on here for what? An hour and 20 minutes. We got one door 3/4 of the way done. All right. Now, we're just going to get this door up to where that door is. All right, like I said, once these things are going to fly. Really fucking basic, man. Really, really basic. All right, let me still got my whites. Let me put my darts away. I had real good success doing I honestly think TikTok's probably the way. But the other day, man, I was pretty impressed. I enjoyed that. We took out the old trombone ski. Or actually, the old trombone ski came out. Hi, basshead mechanic. Did you just say hi, or? Like I said, right now, I'm just running a thing of tape along this seam right here, just to let me know that nothing's going to go above it. I already know that, but just in case. See, there's some of the dirt. Dirt. I really should have music on. If not music, Howard Stern. But I can be honest, like my music choice is really simple. Favorite band of all time, Linkin Park. That's my favorite band of all time. The band I have most like love for is My Chemical Romance, and probably the most I listen to is old Howard Stern clips. I grew up on that stuff. Just marking. How good that tape sticks. I'm telling you, alcohol the world. But at the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh, Brayden. That's simple, dude. I got that already figured out. I already know how to do that. what I do need to do is make a quick cup of coffee. I can do that after. Let me cut this. Should I mute this real quick because I'm sure the compressor is gonna come on. Time to change the blade. All part of it, mechanic. You won't even know. It's all part of it, brother. You know, like they said, it's a couple $100 between buds, right? Alright, I know I gotta cut this one out, leave about an 1/8 on this side, so let's just get this cutting done. Let's just get this cutting done. So here we go. That probably does have to hit you. that bad yet. I gotta make the coffee. You guys pick on me amongst yourselves. We'll get that trying to like move up there. I haven't had like soda. The only thing I've drank, the only thing I've drank, the only thing I have drinking, the only thing that's I've consumed is coffee and flavored water for the past, oh my God, I got to be going on a good 6, 7 months, 8 months. I haven't had Diet Coke or anything. Left-handed cigarette over here real quick. Yeah. All right, hold on. Okay, here we go. If you smell what the rock is cooking, holy crap. Our front, our back. See something real quick. What I'm going to do to make sure everything is, what's that word? Symmetry. Oh, look, just barely. We're going to measure how far up this one is. One in the center. Liking it. Just comparing. I have the other one over there, and like I said, I don't know. I really enjoy doing it this way better. Check this front. I can't go down to see here. Go over. Just like that. Okay. We're in business. Ugh. You know it's hard out here for the fat people. Right there. Put my stuff. I do not want to move it. You gotta move it. Move it. Hi, my name's Blaine. And I let my glue gun unplug. What's the difference between a right-handed and a left-handed cigarette? A left-handed cigarette, a right-handed cigarette, dark. Left-handed cigarette, right-handed cigarette, dark. I'm where I want to be. Okay, I need to tack this real quick. Well, hi, my name is Blaine, and I shut my gun off, or my gun came off. Oh my God, that's Eskimo like cold. Well, let's let that warm up for a minute. Oh. Tyler, these are going to be done pretty quick, brother. I can't see, but... I'm not very entertaining right now. I'm literally just waiting. I want to take that back down a little bit more. This is what I'm saying. Sometimes going live isn't going to be fun because I'm going to sit down and take a dart break and regather. Not as crazy today as it was yesterday. Well, I'm always crazy, just not as bad today, I guess. I don't know. You guys always have like a rough time and shit during holidays? Or is it just my candy ass? Yeah, that definitely needs to get cut down a little bit. I can see it right here. Just a little bit. Probably like 1/8 of an inch off that plastic. I'll bring it down flush. It's up probably about that much. I don't know if you can see. And this is where like not having music on or something is like crazy. I'm literally just waiting for the hot glue gun. Our compressor's charged up. So once I switch oil, it'll take 2 seconds to zip that, and then we can glue. Man, I've been having a rough few months upstairs. Have you ever had like everything that you've wanted and you couldn't be happier as far as like having like your kid be healthy and your bills paid and just being able to do things like this and have a stereo out there that I haven't even played in a while, man. I turned it on not the other day and it was only for like a second. I was and you still like can't come out of it. Always worried about what other people are thinking. You know, it's real, man. I do a lot of this every day. Just quiet and just sit here and think. It's like my worst problem. It really is. I should probably change the name to the channel to the fucking bipolar basehead. Holy fuck. I'm telling you, man, it swings like that. It's weird. But you know what? The wig hat usually does work. DJ Current. Sorry about the ash, kid. DJ Current, man, what's up? I haven't heard your name in a while. I hope you're doing good, kid. DJ Current. Some of the cleanest edits around in the game. Alright, let me nibble this little piece off right here. Alright. We're good. My genuine coffee. Up 1900 I don't even know what my glasses are. Here we go. There we go. Let me just double look. Comes down about that. Down about that. The middle. That looks sexy. That end comes right to that. I'm not even going to touch it. This is 100% exactly where I want to be. Ask me how I know and I'll tell you. It's on my fucking finger. God damn it. Make sure it's over. This is over. This is over. Got one there. Oh, dude. Wait until you see. I'll show you guys here in a minute. Let's get these rings together. Squirt some down in there. What you want to do as soon as you put this on, it's going to hurt, but just take that glue and wipe it off. Because after it sets up and you try to get it, it's just no. They're for a fucking Hyundai, here, you tell me. Hyundai Santa Fe, 2003. Cool. Who's that 1900 guy? Who is that? What's your name? Say your name, say your name. All right. That's all right for a second. Let me set that down. Just to verify everything's good, I just want to come down here and our little dowels that we cut. I'm just going to, oh, Dan, what's up, brother? Yo, my condolences on the hurricane. You're crushing her, man. You know what? I don't know if it's for safety reasons or just because if you can't have it, nobody else can, but an absolutely nasty build that the audio community is going to miss. So we have 2 1/4. We have 2 5/16. So from that second one, we should have 2 5/16 right up against. Oh my God. Oh. It's right the fuck on. All right, good deal. So now let's start measuring. I believe this one was like, I could, if I remembered what I cut those at, I could cut these ones. So let's go. All right, yep, 2 inch. Another 2 inch. What was this back one again? That was kind of a small one. Yeah, that. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're good. Let's start. Oh! Dan with the hurricane, man. I don't know. I did a couple fucking videos with you. The Tahoe will rotted frame. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. She just too many road miles, huh, brother? I get it. I get it. I really want to sell noise complaint. If somebody was to offer me, I don't know. Somebody was to offer me something. I have a title. It's a clean title. The car can drive on the street. It's whatever. You know what I mean? I would I'd like to get rid of it, to be honest with you. Loaded. 1212s. Oh, geez. God damn. That sounds 1212s. 4 smart 8Ks. 3 alts. 320. Yeah. Yeah. You got nasty build, brother. That's a nasty build. Where's my other? See, that's why I hate taking a quick break, because I always miss shit. Tell me I'm out of fucking dowels already. It's alright. Let's measure this one up. Let's get this one in. We'll do what we do. I had so much more success as far as captivating you guys on a fucking lunch stream. Noon. I had like 70 people in here at once. You know, it was crazy. And for 64, 65, meter, and Schwindy. Good boy. Obviously on music, those are your numbers that you're shooting for. Is there another? I gotta settle down because I'm misplacing things. All right, let's cut this one off. 2-inch. Oh my God, I ate. Ugh. The struggle's really real, guys. Like, for everything. Appreciate you guys coming in, though. All fucking 4 of yous. Love yous. Where'd my other dowels go, man? So make sure this fits. Yes, sir. There's so many things I would like to talk about right now. Glad to hang it. Yeah, man. I hear ya. Wintertime, I'm just like, I don't know. Fucking summertime, I'm still the same way. I'm literally like a walking buzzkill half the time. You know how hard it is to fucking fucking fake smiling at shows and just not being 100% happy. Something's fucking up again, and it's like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't need the Dr. Phil out on y'all. This should fit. It's just a schmeeny bit. Oh, I really gotta find my other dowels. Like, what happened to them? Like, what exactly happened to them? me see something here. I'll show you guys what I'm up to. Yeah, I'm liking that. I am liking that a lot. Let me set it up for you guys, show you what I'm eyeballing. Blaine, what are you doing? Just chill. Let me see. You guys want to see what I'm seeing? Oh, I don't have customers, man. These aren't mine. This is Basehead Mechanic on TikTok. They're his. He reached out hoping to maybe collab or do something. Look at the Josh Daly drip. Come on. Should be getting an applause. Here, well, let me bring you guys down real quick. Where's Blaine? I'm right here. So this is somewhat, let me see if I can. So something along the lines of that right there. Now, right, there we go. So, right between this one and this one, we're gonna kind of cardboard something up and have it come up. Can't hear anything. Turn your phone up. We're gonna come up and we're gonna put, that's where our tweets are gonna be. Right over in this area and in this area. So now, as you guys can see, look at the spacing. Everything is pretty dialed in. Alright, up above, check the other one. Up above. Alright. So we got our layout. Alright, we got our layout and they're stuck. So now, like I said, is all we gotta do. Let me set this bad boy up like this. I don't know if you can see, but now what we're gonna do is take our I'll probably start with like a piece of paper or something, and then we're gonna go from like the middle and kind of do something up in this area. Maybe bump it out, come up. We'll maybe follow the shape. I don't know yet. We might follow the shape and make it like Mickey Mouse ears, and they'll go right in here. Who knows? Maybe we'll flip them up to where one here and one here. But I like the couple right here. That would be pretty good. Now, another thing that I'm going to do when I go to start pinning these is we're going to measure down from our line right here. We're going to measure down probably right to where when we go to stretch, it meets. So there's not really like a hard turn. It'll just kind of go and flow right into it. So probably just by looking, I'm gonna assume somewhere is in this area, right here, a couple inches away from this. So when we go to pull, that's gonna be like our staple line. We're gonna kind of mark it, and we're gonna follow that line and come right down. I don't know if you guys can see this over here, but right around here, and then bring that down, because obviously now we're not going to use those nightmare reflectors that were in there. So that's so the rest now is using the genuine stapler, fleecing. You don't really need a whole, I still got to add another dowel or two on these, especially on the bottoms here, because when I pull down to do this bottom, it's going to go straight across. Ah, I thought that was something. This bottom, we're going to pin straight across. Let me bring you in here. Like right in here, we're going to go straight across just above this lip. Like ding, 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 ding. Because this is the bottom of his door, obviously. And everything is up. Look at that room. Can you guys see? It's far enough up to where it'll be perfect. I don't know what she's talking about. Well, let's fucking go. We have our layout. So I'm thinking tomorrow. Probably tomorrow around noon. We'll I gotta go out and I have to get my tweeter. And we will cut something, all solid out. So we're pretty good. I don't know why I procrastinated on these things so long. I wouldn't even say procrastinated. I've had the idea. You know, I'm that guy who it takes a while to get the initiative to do something, but then once I do, it's we'll figure it out together. I know you guys are probably just here for the trumpet. I don't blame you. The trumpet's always good. But I'm not going to do the trumpet today. You guys will have to tune in tomorrow for lunch. Because first thing in the morning, well, not first thing, I'm lying. Well, what do you mean? I don't understand. Wait, hold on. Ah. Oh, coffee time. All right. Ugh. So we all can agree. Tomorrow lunchtime. I'm by lunchtime. I'll have my my tweeter out. I gotta check on one of those Neo Pro 12s too. The bottom one on the driver's door. I don't know if it came unhooked or if from when the door broke or something. If one of the wires came undone, but I doubt I blew one of those. Try reading lips here. Trying to read lips here. Oh, no, what it was Shelby had come downstairs and she wanted to show me the view that you guys could see from her phone because I was unsure how it looked. She was just trying to help and she's like, oh, you can see your phone from mine. So I didn't understand what she meant. You know me. Pretty much incognito. And I'm difficult. I whine like a bitch a lot. All right. I'll put that out there for the internet. There's no doubt about it. I am the biggest whiner there is. But is there anything else really for us to even talk about for now until tomorrow when we start shaping and we just do something to fit those two tweeters in up there? Believe it or not, what we just did is all right, Basehead. I'm thinking like around lunchtime, man. I'm gonna go and in the morning I'll get that tweeter and I'll kind of place it and we'll come up with some kind of shape to where they can go in right there. And just elementary stuff. The hard part's done. Figuring out exactly what we were gonna do. The rest is just doom, staples, and a prayer. Well, look at this. I've been on here for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and we got both doors. Glued up and laid out. That's pretty good to me. So until you all the kids all across the land, there's no need to argue. Parents just don't understand.